Fine. So in the previous session, we understood how to create a file system with help of the LVM. So how you followed in the disk partition making the file system, right? In the same way. So here also with help of the LVM, we are creating the file system, but additionally you should follow those three steps. Create the physical value, create the volume group, and create the logical value. So on top of the logical value, we formatted the file system and mounted it. Correct. So today, minutes ago, Madhu shared, right, the screenshot. If you could observe that there are the mount points, whatever he mounted, right? So those are not showing. Okay. And if your file system is not showing, if the file system not mounting means, then you cannot utilize it. So the data, whatever you stored under the file system, right? It should be gone. Okay. So it means the data everything is exist, but it is in the inactive state, like disabled state. So again you have to go and mount it. The problem is, so whenever your server gets reboot, right? So if you go and check the uptime, 7 minutes ago it was showing, right? So whenever your server gets the reboot, then automatically these mount points are going to inactive state. Like the kernel, what it will do, so whenever it is stopping the services, right, at the reboot time. So first reboot in the sense stop and start, right? So the stopping of all your services, along with the services, your mind points also will be stopping. Okay. Again, the kernel won't start it automatically. You should go and explicitly again trigger the mount command and mount it. Okay. To avoid this, see, every time we cannot remember all the mount points and the file systems, right? In the real time, you might be having multiple file systems on multiple mount points. So nobody can remember all this. So you wants to avoid this behavior. You wants to avoid this behavior. Then what should you do? You should, there is a configuration file. Okay. The word itself, if you hear configuration means, definitely you should remember this path /etc. So many times I told you, right? All configuration files or directories are exist under the /etc. So here file name is called fs tab. Okay. So file system table fs tab means this is the configuration file where you have to go and add an entry. Add an entry of your file system. Then the kernel what it will do while starting of all your services, right? The kernel will go and read this file. Okay. The kernel will go and read this file and it will, whatever the entries exist in this file, then it will go and mount those file systems. Okay. I will tell you the format also, how to add your entry. Okay. So let me show you. Let me, so yesterday I created one file system, before that also one file system. So let me go and check. So I am already logged in my AWS mission. So currently my instances are 0. It means I stopped my mission yesterday. Okay. So now go to the instances. Oh, instances also during showing 0. Seems someone deleted. Huh? Sorry. See, I am in different region. See, I am in different region. That is the region, no instances. But I should have two instances, right? So click on this, go to your Mumbai region. And yesterday also one guy asked about these regions, right? See, this is the way you have to list out the regions. See here, Asia Pacific Mumbai AP South 1. Okay, so AP South 1 is the region code. Under this region we have three data centers like availability zones 1A, 1B and 1C. Now it should show my servers. Yes, see, this is my server. I'm going to start it. So select the server, click on this instance state and start instance. So meantime, let me open my putty. Refresh this. Yeah, it started. Okay, so I logged in into my server. So if you go and check the uptime, see 0 minute ago my server started. Okay, one user is connected. This what EC2 user. Okay, let me switch to the root. Now if I do df-h, okay, see the Oracle slash Oracle or slash Maven app, those file systems, those points are not showing. Okay, yesterday and day before I created these file systems, right? This one Maven app and I extended as well. Before this, I created a Oracle file system. This one, see. So my server got reboot, right? So that's why my file systems are not mounted automatically. Okay. Now what should you do? You can go and make an entry in the, okay, make an entry in the slash etc, the file name called slash etc slash fs tab. Very, very important file system. You should remember this. See, this is the file. Okay, so this file, let me read this content. Fs tab. See, currently there is one entry. Okay, I think two entries. There are two entries in this file. So these only mounting automatically. If you observe here, okay, so there is one slash here. This means this is the root file system. Okay, so the slash means this is the root file system. It means operating system exists under this root. Okay, now let me explain the format. Okay, so here you have couple of columns. The first column is file system name. You should give the file system name or your file system UUID. Okay, I will tell you how to list out this UUID. Okay, file system or UUID. If you observe here, there is a EU, your file systems, your LV UUID, I think. Okay, I will tell you the command. Don't worry. So this is the first column. Then it's looking like the FS tab looks like this one. First column is your FS file system name. Then mount point name. Okay, so your mount point name, second one. Then file system type. Okay, so far what file system type we used, guys? ext4 I used. Okay, so you can go with the xfs also. So nowadays in the real time people are using this xfs. Okay, so which is having so many features. Okay, then this is the third column. Then your file system options. Options in the sense permissions, you can say. Okay, so whoever having if you want to provide a restrictions, okay, if you want to maintain the standards on your file system, okay, so then you have to give the respective options. Fine. Then there are two zeros are there. Okay, so boot time fs dump, I will tell you what is this dump under. Okay, then fs file system booting time check. Okay, so booting time in the sense your servers getting restarted at the time booting process will be performed, right, in the backend. That booting time at the time this kernel, if you want to check this slash etc fs tab means, then you have to provide the, you have to enable this booting point here. Okay, booting check, you can remember like this booting check. Okay, first one is a dump, so I will tell you later about this dump. So these are the options, guys. You should give in this way only. This is the syntax of your slash etc slash fs tab. Interviewers also L0 or L1 question. So what is the output of the, what it contains, what is the content of the slash etc fs tab, or else what is the output of the cat slash etc fs tab. Okay, you should explain each and every column here. So first one is the this one. Okay, so remember like this. Now what I will do based on my file system. Okay, so there are, these are my file systems, right? So let me take this Maven app. Okay, so my file system name is this one, and my mount point name is this one, and fs tab I used fs type is I used ext4, and options I will go with the default options. Then we will see. Okay, so this is the file. So I am going to edit this file. So whenever you are editing any configuration file, so the best practice is you should take the backup. Okay, in the same location I am taking, wherever the fs tab exists, in the same location I am giving, but I am giving like with I'm going with a timestamp. Okay, so 14th November 2024. That's it. Okay, so if you list this file, fs tab star means, okay, see the fs tab star in the sense whatever the files having this name as a prefix, all it will display. Okay, if you n number of backups file available, then it will display all these fs tab files. Fine, so here there are two files. This is the backup file and this is the original file. Now let me edit this file slash etc fs tab. Be careful, guys, this is the configuration file. Okay, so if you make any mistake here, so next time reboot time it won't come up. Okay, so here I will go with the file system name. Okay, so this is like vi page only, right? So you use the vi command, correct? So let me go with the file system name slash dev slash java vg slash app lv, and give one space. You can press tab or else. Okay, so space doesn't matter how much you want, you can give, at least you should maintain a. Okay, and mount point name is maven app. Okay, then my file system type ext4. Okay, and I will go with the options as a defaults I will go. Okay, then the fs dump and booting check, those values I will go with 0 or 0. Okay, so 0 means you don't want to make the fs dump, and you don't want to check the kernel at the booting time. If you give 1 means, very careful, guys, If you give one, if the entry or if the file system not exist or something crashed the file system means your system won't come up. It will stuck at that point. Okay. So remember, so always go with 00 only. Then save this file. That's it. The moment you add your entry, right, then you should go with this command mount-a. The mount-a, what it will do? Many people are forgetting this command, guys. Even in the real time also, they will place only the entry in the FS tab, so they won't trigger this command. If you are not triggering, then again it will go and it will whenever your reboot starts, right, then again it will serve file system goes to the unmount state. Okay, see, if you see this output properly, then you don't have any mistakes in the FS step file. Okay, so let me check the df and h now. See, Maven, this one mounted. Okay, now what I will do, I will reboot my machine now and will observe. See, currently 10 minutes ago, so I will reboot init 6. Okay, clear? Are you getting, guys? So I rebooted my machine. Now what I will do, I will wait for 1 minute, then I will again log in and again I will execute this command. So will it show or not? Definitely it will show because I added in the FS tab, right? That's it. Okay. Let me restart my session. Yeah. But in the real time reboot minimum it will take 5 to 10 minutes. Okay. So this is the AWS instance, right? So very quickly it will take time. Quickly take and rebooted. So if you go and check the uptime, see 0 minute ago. Now if I execute df-s, so definitely it will show the your file system. Here it is. Okay. If you don't want to list out all the file system, simply go with df-h and your mount point name. That's it. See. Even if you have any doubts or clarification, so let me mount my another file system manually. So mount /dev /xvd db1. I think db1 only, right? Let me go and verify. The Oracle, I'm going to, yeah, xvdb1. This is the one. Okay. So /Oracle must be super user. See, I am trying with the EC2 user. Okay. So mount /dev xvdb1 and /Oracle. So currently these two file systems are mounted. This one and this one. Okay. So df-h maven app and /Oracle. See, both file systems are mounted. Okay. Now again I will do the reboot. So here in my FS tab I have only this entry. Okay. I didn't add this Oracle. Fine. Now if I reboot my mission again, so after reboot only this file system only available in the sense only this file system will be mounting. Clear, guys? Tarun, Jagdish, Harsha. So if you are daily practicing, then easily you will understand. Okay, if you maintain lag between yourself and myself means then you won't understand the things. That is the reason. So whatever I am giving, the same day if you finish the practice, then it will be easy for you. That's it. pff/maven/oracle. It will show only maven only. There is no oracle. Okay. So root it is showing. So root entry also available, right? That's why it is showing, because this oracle is exist under the root. That's why the folder folder belongs to this root. That's why. Now again, if you want to mount, then you can go and make an entry in the FS tab. Okay. There is a command to list out the UUID. Let me find out. I forgotten actually. Can someone quickly do the Google, guys? How to find the UUID of file system? FB check some command will there. F, FSBLK something. BLK ID. Yes. This is the command BLK ID. Okay. Then your LV name. My Oracle LV name is this one. This one. Okay. Let me check. XVDB1. Yeah. Now you can take this UUID and make an entry in the FS tab. Okay. So let me see again. I'm editing, right? So again I'm take the backup. So in the same day I'm taking the second backup, right? 14 November 2024. So can give suffix as -2. Okay. See, there are 3 files now. So this is the first backup in the same day. This is the second backup in the same day. Okay, and this is the original file. Now I will go and edit this file. Before that, let me copy this UUID. Okay, that's it. VI / etc fs tab. Okay, so this is my UUID space. My mount point name is Oracle, and file system again I used ext4, right? So I will give some mistake here. Okay, so intentionally I'm giving the mistake, and options I will go with the defaults. Okay, and this dump and booting check also I will go with 00. Save this. Okay, then you can go with the mount-a command. See what is the message it is showing, guys? Unknown file system type, not unknown file. Unknown file system type, because I wrongly I given the file system type, right? So that is the reason. Okay, be careful. So while adding or modifying in the FS tab, be careful even in the real time. Fine. So let me modify it again. VI FS tab. So escape I remove this. Fine. Save this. Now go with mount-a. Fine. Now always your file systems are in available state. even after reboot also. Very, very, very important question also. Interview question also. Okay. In many ways, if they ask guys how to make available the file system permanently. Okay. And what is temporary mount? What is permanent mount? They will ask in this way. So if your file system having an entry in the FS tab, that is the permanent mount. If the file system don't have entry in the FS tab, that's called as a temporary mount. So in the temporary mount, what will happening? What will be happening? So even after reboot, your server won't get the file system automatically. So explicitly, you have to go and mount it. Permanent mount means no need to worry. Your kernel will take care. That's it. Okay. So I think Madhu, you executed this command, right? lsblk. Yeah. So here see, these are the partition, these are the disks, these are the raw disk under disk partitions under respective mount points. So here my second disk having three partitions. Out of three, one I have mounted. Here also same. Two partitions I have in my third disk. One file system is mounted. That's it. So this lsblk is the normal user command. Let me go back to EC2 user. If you see fdisk-l permission denied, but lsblk will give the output. Okay. Now, so far clear, guys? Any questions? This is not that much easy. You should go and practice. Okay. See, let me go in the Oracle. I have something data right inside Oracle. I have downloaded something, right? See, these are the files. Let me delete this one, man. Having big file name. Oh, such file or directory. Let me delete all. Okay. Oh, permission need. Okay. Okay. So all everything is gone. Now check the file system size. 1%. Okay. Now what I will do? I will create a file called sktech dot. Even we can create file with cat also. Okay. So cat and append symbol. So here it will ask prompt for the data. Okay. So control D means which will save your data. Okay. See, file has been created and read your file. Fine. Now, if I want to unmount this file system, okay. So this is the command. You mount, then your mount point name. Okay. So this is always getting this kind of issues. Okay. Target is busy. Target is busy because you are inside the file system. See. Currently my path is /oracle. So you are inside the file system and trying to unmount the same file system. It won't allow. Then what you need to do? You should come back to root. Okay, the slash directory, that's root file system, right? So this one. Then now you can try. You mount Oracle. Still busy. So maybe the process is running regarding this Oracle. Okay, we have to kill that process, then try. Okay, nothing running. Now let me try. You mount /oracle. Yes, Madhu. No, this is yeah. Actually, this process is the command I am executing, right? The kernel will consider this command also one of the process. This command, what it will do? Simply it will execute, it will process, and it will automatically it will be gone, right? So this is all the dummy process. So it won't exist in your kernel. It won't exist in your memory. Hmm. Okay. Why unmount command still making issue? Something fishy. No, that's a dummy process. That's already gone. If you try to kill this, right, it won't show no such kind of process. 2998. See, don't exist. Maybe Oracle. Let me try to unmount other one. Unmount Maven. Yeah, it's unmounted. See, Maven got unmounted. Okay, but directory still exists. Okay, your file system got unmounted. Now, if you go and check Maven and Maven, okay, see now I'm inside the Maven. If you go and check, nothing here. But if you remember, yesterday I download something in Maven also. Okay, so those data is inactive state, disabled state. Now again go and I will go and mount it. Mount, let me give in this way, Maven app. Okay, now let's check. Oh, sorry. Maven app. Okay, let me come back. Then again we'll go. See, these files are there. Are you getting? Are you getting, guys? Whenever your file system having the data, right? If the file system is in the mounted state, then only the data is available. Otherwise, your file system, if it is unmounted state, means if data you won't access your data. Okay, let me come back and unmount this as well. You mount Maven app. Okay, see unmounted. See, it's unmounted, right? Now go to the Maven. Now see this whatever showing here, all that data hidden. You cannot access because your file system is unmounted. Okay, so suddenly developers will mail you. Hi Linux team, very important. Okay, so the tag they defined as a very important, high emergency, like high important. The mail tag. Okay, then they will ask you, hi Linux team, we are lost our data, our application data. We couldn't find our application related files. So they will give this mount point name and server name. The problem is, so 90% the file system is in the unmounted state. They don't know, right? So they will simply go and they will do this dfmh, or they will go inside that folders. Okay, so they will do inside folders and they will do the ls or ls-l. See, data nothing showing. They will take the same screenshot and forward to you and give the server name. So that is the reason. First, you can log in into the server and check the this command mount hyphen, I think mount command. So mount command also will display all your file system informations. You can go and verify. See Oracle type ext4 where it is. It is in the this. In the same way you will find, or you can give grep. This is a huge output, right? You can go with grep and maven app. Oh, it's not there. Oh, it's not mounted, I think. Oh, okay. So currently it's not mounted, right? So that's why it is not showing. Fine. So what you have to do, you have to go and check the this files also, fstab file, and observe. So fstab having multiple entries. Always you can go with the grep command. Okay. So grep and your maven app, the file system name, whatever they given, right? The mount point name. See, entries exist here. Entries exist here. Then simply can go and execute this command mount, or directly you can go with down mount hyphen a, or you can simply go with mount this file system name and your this one. Okay, hit enter. Now it will be available. Okay, and go inside this maven app, then forward to them. That's it. Okay. Any questions, guys? And you can explore the file system types and differences. Okay, what is difference between ext4 and xfs? What are the differences? What are the benefits of the xfs? These kind of questions you can explore in the YouTube, this Google, and share over the WhatsApp channel.